I am the back. I has a bag. Is which bag? Is a bag order from thingy. That place again. It's cheap and it's good, and I have to get stuff anyway. Except I might actually have to return it because I'm a stupid. So I think these are curtains. That's some description. No, these are tablecloths, which I thought they were tables. So on the website, it's listed. It shows a picture of a table, a black table with black legs and stuff. And I thought, oh, it's a table, a black top, or a table with a red top. Whatever. Nope. Turns out, tablecloths. I'm stupid. Turns out. So these are going to be returned, and I'm going to get hopefully my money back on those. I feel stupid about it, to be honest, but that's just the way things happen online. These should be a set of curtains, because that's kind of why I did the order, because I have... Well, I need to get curtains anyway, and I had a pot for moving stuff, so they're curtains. They're just black curtains. I believe they're advertised like blackout curtains, which might be good for that main window, because it's still very bright out there. We have 2 sets of those curtains. And of course, some pretty things. And also, I'll probably use these Ziploc bags for stuff. They might be very useful, actually. But we have some minis, because I needed to make up the order for the sake of, well, discounts and stuff and postage. Lego boys. More Lego boys. More Lego boys. A big bag of Lego boys. You might be able to tell what that is already. Another Lego man. More Lego stuffs. Much more Lego stuffs. And the first thing that we're going to look at, I'm not going to take these out of the bag, is these teeny tiny dice. Because I wanted some, a friend of mine's got some quite small dice. These are like teeny tiny ones. And they're not good for being dice, because you don't really want to roll them. But they do work very well for being +1/+1 counters, or just counters in Magic in general, because they're very small. So you can put a lot of them on a creature at the or enchantment or whatever at the same time. So if you're playing a counters deck, it also means that you can put more of them in a smaller space for storage. It's like very useful when you have like 100 +1/+1 counters on something. And this also cool random colors, so there's like yellow ones, green ones, blue ones, pink. And they were very cheap, so I picked them up. Because I needed some for my Proliferate deck, which cares very muchly about counters. Mostly charge, but also poison, +1/+1. I can't remember the other ones. I think there's a few others. I think storage for the lands, things like that. So we're going to move our stuff to the side, and we're going to show off each of these minifigs, I guess. So, I'm very much looking forward to this, because there's some that I've been looking at for a while, and I've been obsessing over this for a bit. Ooh, crikey, this is a bit more complicated than some of the others I've seen. Ooh, actually, this head color's different. So this is kind of something that actually LEGO have already done, but, you know, I pick these up from time to time. Even though Star Wars is a theme that LEGO just generally does, I will pick things up if they look better than the LEGO versions, generally. And this one, okay, maybe it's going to be a bit more restrictive on the cape. Maybe I would have preferred an actual sort of cloth cape for this guy, I'm not sure. Although I'm saying that, I guess, given that he's from the old movies, it kind of makes sense. Ooh, oh wait, hang on a minute. It does go on underneath. Interesting. That is a very interesting thing. So it is, of course, the boy himself, Darth Vader. But this is a much more interesting one than the one that LEGO does officially. So, first things first, you've got like that's actually an over-the-top piece, which gives him a bit more needed bulk, and that kind of rubberiness to him, kind of roboticness to him. Big cape, which I feel like, I guess probably is more accurate to the movies, but I don't know, I prefer cloth cape over that. I'm not quite sure. Again, rubberiness, the old light movies I think were quite rubbery. But also, the helmet, this helmet design specifically, I don't know if it's one that LEGO's officially done as well, but it works with the bottom part to do the Force Unleashed battle damaged helmet thing. So rather than having the full helmet and having that and having to swap it, you can just kind of go, boom, battle damage. Done. Easy. So that's the first one, and because I wanted a good, decent Darth Vader anyway, to go with my Empire stuff. Darth Vader one second. It's an interesting small piece. I'm trying to be like really gentle so I don't like drop any pieces, because I would hate to drop any pieces. A hand I don't mind dropping, but like arms and stuff I really don't want to drop them. Because if I can't find them, then the whole minifigure is kind of pointless then, isn't it? And the problem is sometimes these pieces get stuck on the center bit of the bag and just don't flipping come out then. Really don't get why like the arms are unassembled, or the torso is unassembled, but the rest of him is. It's like that's so antithetical to like how I feel like LEGO generally is. Okay, that's an interesting way of putting the ears on. Interesting in that they don't go in properly. That's interesting as well. That will be my routine. Something's just updated. It updates every 10 days. We go ta-da! That's Windows 7 thing, I think. But it's another. The One Piece is real. It's just Tony Chopper. I picked this one specifically out of the others that I could have picked up from the Straw Hat Crew for now because he is memey. He is a meme. I mean, I guess all of them are just living memes in their own right, but him specifically, he's memed. He is a memeable boy. And these ears don't go in properly, which is, well, these horns, whatever they are, they don't go in properly, which is really, really, really going to start annoying me. Because they just come straight out and get lost. Which this piece just did. And now cannot see it, because it's small. And I'm not going to bother editing this out, because you need to see all of the mistakes. This is going to get not a bad review, but definitely not a good review, that particular figure, because the air pieces don't go in properly. And keep falling out, which is wasting my time. You can't even push it in properly, because you have no purchase on the thing. They should have just done a pin, or like the mini pins that you use for Lego Friends. Should have just done that, rather than this weird crossbeam thing, which doesn't work, because it won't go in. I'm going to have to glue those in, I think, because they should realistically just be part of the helmet. Like, the front duckbill, like, bit of the cap is moulded. Why aren't the ear bits moulded? The horn should also be part of the moulded section. I really don't get that. That's an odd choice. And a bad odd choice at that. A bad odd choice. Because it doesn't add anything to the buildability of the figure. It doesn't add anything, it just detracts. tiny finicky pieces on my massive, well, comparatively massive hands. And it is also the height of summer, so I am getting very warm very quickly trying to, like, focus and concentrate on this stuff. Like, it's not warm until you start trying to... It's weird. It's like that weird kind of weather where it's not warm until you try and do anything. And then you start burning up. I don't know if he should have an above bit on his thing, but, you know, sure. But it's another One Piece one. I think it's the One Piece one I picked up. It's Monkey D. something. It's Luffy's granddad, who is also a bad guy in the Navy or something. Has the kanji on his back of his jacket, or whatever the heck it is, cape. Again, it's another weird one because it's like it looks Japanese, I think, but there's not much difference in my experience between Japanese and Chinese. They look very similar to me as a provincial from the UK. Provincial? Yeah, sure. Let's call myself a provincial. That doesn't sound cursed at all. The provincial goose. Really worried this guy's arm's going to go flying for a second. Oh, this one's difficult. I don't like this. I don't like it when the arms are too difficult to put on. Too stiff. Too stiff. Because then I have to, like, try and leverage and use a tool to try and put it on. And my hands get very sticky. Oh, days. That arm is just... I need a break. Sorry for the jump cut. I had to just take a break while I put those arms on. Because they were not going on very easily at all. And good, his weapon wasn't going on much easier either. I had to, like, push them against the desk to, like, snap them on. And then I put the arm on wrong at first. That's good, right? But it's, I believe this is the John Wick skin from Fortnite, which also has... So it was part of a Fortnite set. So he has the DMR. The good DMR, I think. Not, let's pretend it's the good DMR, not the Cobra, which is, like, doesn't have a proper sight. It has a sight, not a scope, which is really fucking stupid. It's like, why does a DMR have a sight, not a scope? I don't get it. I don't want to get it. My brain doesn't work. It's not good. It's really difficult to empty these bags, honestly, sometimes. Alright. Let's not put the head on the long way around this time. Oh, good, another one that's difficult to put on. The arms. Good. It's just what I wanted. More difficulty. Oh, the other arm just went just perfectly fine. What the fuck? Alright. Okay, this one is Hello Kitty with her little, whatchamacallit, mirror, I guess, maybe? This one actually didn't come with a base, which is weird. That's a weird one, but it doesn't matter all that much. Well, it does now, because she can't stand up properly. Great. Well, she's gonna have to go like that, but you can sort of see... She was part of, like, a line with a bunch of, like, animal-suited people, so it's kind of interesting. Right. Jump cut? Okay, I'm just making sure that I'm recording to split this up into multiple sections, because the last night, I did all those other Lego things. Previous time I recorded, kind of bugged out at the end, and it just the application just closed itself. So I'm being really careful at the moment because I don't trust it anymore. But I thought this was a bug that was fixed by an update. I thought it was fixed, but it's not fixed. And because I'm using Windows 7, because I refused to use Windows 8, and then refused to use Windows 10 because I thought it was just going to be 8 again, or worse than 8 for its UI, compatibility with a lot of applications is starting to go down the shitter for my PC. Which is a shame, really, because, well, people should really honestly still support Windows 7 because it is the best. You know, it is the best operating system, in my opinion. I haven't tried 10, and I kind of still refuse to try 10. It's just, Windows 7 is just really good for its UI. It might not be amazing now on the virus support and everything now. I suppose it does get Defender updates and stuff still, I think. But it's like, you know, I know it's been around for a while, but it hasn't been around for that long, honestly. Like, you can't just create a new OS, like, every fucking 5 minutes. And expect people to just be able to upgrade. Or, you should go like, okay, anyone who's on any old operating system that is Microsoft, we will give you access to the next one when it comes out. That includes 11. It includes 11, just because I don't have fucking Windows 8 or because if it's about, you know, protecting the customer, then you should do that. Anyway, one of the Knights, Weird Knights, I think it's from, is it Wind Waker? One of the Zelda games, one of the animated looking ones. I mean, like the more animated ones, that weird, like, that weird Wind Waker-y kind of style. I don't know if it's Wind Waker specifically, but that style, right? Actually, I'm going to take these packets away from my desk space because they're in the way. I'm going to put them back in the bag they came from. Alright. Why does he come with that? It's a weird one. This is a lot of parts for a guy. So many small pieces that I'm really scared of losing. Wait. Oh, I think I get it. Okay. Make sure all the pieces are out of the bag. Alright. Is head the normal? Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, for blooming neck's sake. You know, you try and check someone's head, and, I guess it might be slightly different. I guess it would also still work. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Oh, for goodness sake. So you have to put the arms on first with this guy, because this thing actually goes over the shoulder slightly. It's making it hard to put the arms on. That's clever. That's clever design. I mean, it probably looks nice, but it's clever design when you're trying to build the guy, right? Especially since his arms aren't fucking on by default, which they should be, with a minifigure. You should mold them that way. Well, not mold them, but, you know, you should, in the production facility, you should do them that way. Realistically. Hands, I can kind of understand them not being on. Kind of, but not really, because again, with minifigures, at least with official Lego, they put the hands on in the machine, you can remove them. They are a piece that is designed to be removed, more so than the arms were, but still, is there any amount of pressure I need to apply to put hands on, arms on, really should be done by a machine. Is that right? Yeah, okay. And then horns on the helmet. You'll see what this guy is in a minute. As soon as the horn goes in the hole. As soon as I hate anything above like 20 degrees. Like, it's too hot. My hands are sweating. Hands should not sweat. They should not sweat. Hands should Got sweat. Oh, I get it. That's why it's a spear. I kinda understand. Okay, can your hand please grip the device, please? There we go. But it's, I can't remember his exact name, Valhalla or something. But it's the, like, Viking Jonesy from Fortnite. It's that particular skin from Fortnite, the legendary one. They wanted some extra Fortnite stuff. I really wanted the actual Jonesy, but they didn't have it in stock at the time. Which, again, is really fucking stupid. Now, you might be thinking, like, this guy in the city, like, no, that guy's going in the fantasy display. You can kind of see it's here. You see that? Camera. You see this little bottom part of the display cabinet? That section with the bottom half of the glassed up section? Yeah, that's where the fantasy display is. I'm saying that because this guy's also going to go with them. As soon as his arms go on. Are you going to be annoying, sir? Are you going to be annoying on a hot day? It is a hot day. Please, please, I would like you to go on. There we go. His torso print's really interesting. Like, back prints! He's printed all over. See, Lego? You can print stuff all over. If a company who can sell minifigures cheaper than the collectible minifigure series ones, or even potentially even cheaper than technically, like, main series set minifigures, can do this, then you can do this too, okay? Stop seeking such a ridiculously high profit margin. Respect that you have competitors. And I mean, granted, they're not paying licensing and stuff on these, probably. I'm not exactly going to dob anyone in for copyright stuff. A, it's not my fucking responsibility. And B, I wouldn't even know where to start with that anyway. And C, I like these minifigures, so stop. Copyright law is potentially the most bullshit fucking law imaginable. Because it prevents fan works and stuff like that. But to go with that knight is, of course, the boy himself, Ganondorf. That's a pretty cool sword. I think it's kind of like a variation of the ones in Ninjago, actually. But it's pretty cool. He's printed basically all over, even though you can't really see it from his coat. He is a good, angry, evilly boy. So I already have a Zelda and I already have a Link. I might try and get the Breath of the Wild one, but I wanted to... It's good that they actually have a Ganondorf, a bad guy. There we go. You can kind of see all the lads so far. Let's open another one of these. Sorry that I'm opening them and putting them down here. It's more, I don't have the space up here to build them as well. And I'm not going to, like, jump cut each single time. Because that will take too long, honestly. However, I will say, so far, there haven't been any with any missing pieces. That's really good. Their quality control for all these different companies that make these, it's not just one company that's making all these, but all these different companies, all these sellers that have all these. There's been no missing pieces. All the prints are generally quite nice. Maybe there's a little bit of bleed in places in some of them, but they're all genuinely quite good. And maybe they feel a little stiff, a little cheap, but although, I mean, they're minifigures, they don't have to be, like, durable as all heck, right? That's, one of the, G1 or the G1 style Stormtrooper, which has a nice kind of, again, the back bits, you can put a backpack on them or something, with one of the actual blasters, not just a not quite blaster, an actual, I think, lore-accurate blaster. It's just nice, it gives them a bit more bulk, makes it look like they're actually fucking armored, just like every other minifig. Except they're actually wearing armor. This one. Oh! Oh, nice! So this is actually one that was actually random, like, from the store that I bought it from. It was random out of a group. But this is actually the one I wanted anyway. I could have actually bought this from a different seller, I think. For about the same, but it would be a choice one. But I don't think they had anything in stock at the time. And with this site, because you can't save anything to favorites or anything, you can't like anything. It's really hard to find stuff that you've seen before, because you can't, like, bookmark anything. I think you could maybe, like, save the image and it might be easier from there, but I shouldn't have to do that, you know. Ooh, that is actually really nice. I might have to get some of these just for this particular piece for some of my other stuff. Now, how does that go on his head? Does that go? Oh, it just clips. Nice. Oh, oh shit, I remember there's other pieces to this guy. Okay. Interesting as well, this actually goes over his arms, not his, Again, you'll see this in a second. How do I... Best way. Okay, I may have to detach his weaponry. Alright. Okay. I appreciate that the first hole was easy, but like this guy can't exactly move his arms. I think if I move so if I move his arms around, okay, yeah, as if I'm actually putting on a coat, right? Yep. Yep. I was like, I can't move his arms properly, so him putting on a coat is really difficult. Alright, and then his head goes on. Yep. Oh, and actually no, his pauldrons go on. Then... Should they go on out? Yeah, so they go on like that. And then his head goes on. Okay. I can dig it. And then his weapons. This does mean he's a little bit restricted with his pose, but even the cape is actually a nice material. It's nice and thick. Well, coat. But it's a, I think it's oh shit. It's an Imperial Guard Commissar with an actual decent chainsword and an actual proper, like, bolt gun? No, it wouldn't be a full bolter. I can't remember the exact term for it. I think it's just a pistol. It's just a Commissar's pistol, which is usually used on your own units rather than on the enemy. But, yeah, I just saw it because I've got some Warhammer 40k-esque things on top of the bookcase. This ship here was going to be like a spaceship thing. I was going to do some 40k-esque stuff with it. I've got some not quite Space Marines, using some of the collectible minifigure pieces and Exonet pieces to give them the right sort of feel. But yeah, there's no Imperial Guard stuff, but that's an actual Imperial Guard's Commissar kind of guy. Which could also probably be used as a fucking mini for 40k, which would be the funniest thing. Okay, this is one I've been looking forward to as well. I'm not sure if it'll go into the display. I might wind up getting doubles, because these guys technically can go in both the CD display and one of my windowsill displays, which is all the way back there. You can't see it because it's bloomed full of light at the moment, but once I get the curtains in, you might be able to actually see it. And I will at some point do a video of like, hey, here's my entire collection of displays and scenes and stuff. And this guy has 4 arms for some reason. No, 4 hands, rather, for some reason. And she has a bonus hand. Which I guess having an extra hand is better than having less hands. Especially if they do wind up fitting any official minifigs. Ooh, I like his hat helmet. But, it's a him, Waluigi! Hello, we are number 1. So, I have a Wario already, I have a Mario and Luigi. I think maybe they're the same series as this, but I got them from a Target sale a long time ago, all 3 of them. But, Waluigi, because he's Mario time stuff, and I prefer minifigure scale Mario stuff over the actual Lego Mario. I get the Lego Mario, like, sets and stuff occasionally, the little ones, the characters. Because those I don't mind so much that they're brick built, but Mario himself has a minifigure. But also we get a minifigure scale Goomba, and more Goombas is good. I think I prefer these over the actual Goombas they did. Again, the brick built ones, again, because of A, scale, and B, roundness. Goombas are very round. Alright, do this one next, and then we'll work on the big ones. which were surprisingly cheap. I guess that's like, if you buy in bulk with these things with the big bulky lots rather than the individual figures, you get even better value for money somehow. Alright. Yeah, lots and lots of hands that don't want to go in the wrong way because I will cry. I mean, I guess the fact they're quite cheap, like £1.50, if that, each, most of them, doesn't really bother me that much if something gets broken. It's not the end of the world, because it didn't cost me that much. Not that things cost me much anyway, because the chat helps with these things. Thank you, chat. Or it's like, I bought them basically to pay for the postage of getting the things like the curtains, so I could actually make a purchase. But this is a First Order Stormtrooper. I already have, like, I think 42 regular ones as it is, but he actually has the correct weapon, and is a bit bulkier, and just again, the other ones I got from, like, Toy Fairs and stuff, so I can't find them anymore, the ones that I originally bought. But I don't... It annoys me a little bit to have them look slightly different to each other when you're doing an army build, but it doesn't annoy me that much, because I guess they might have, like, slightly different eras of armor, or maybe different manufacturers in the Empire or the First Order may have built the armor differently, or maybe he's just slightly more unique troop-wise, I don't know. Who knows? But I will take something... That's the thing, the ones that I bought a while back, a long time ago, were effectively knockoffs of the official LEGO ones, which I normally wouldn't do, but for army builds, because of the huge expensive compared to buying, each one's like 3 or 4 quid per trooper, basically, so to have like 10 is like 40 odd quid's worth of minis, which is insane. That would just be for 10. I have 42. Which would have costed several, like 160 these? Yeah, 160 odd that would have costed me to buy them as official, proper, those guys. Oh, it actually comes with a spare hairpiece as well. Oh, this is confusing. So, it will be made apparent in a second as to why this guy has a separate hairpiece, but, you will see in a second, as soon as I build his frickin' body up. Okay, so... Huh? How? Oh, I see. I see. I think. Ah, so these might be spare types of things. Right, okay. Oh, hang on. No, I think I understand what this is. So it's... Ah, I see. I think I understand. Okay. There's no instructions for these, but they have, like, this one has a power kind of shooty thing, which is built in particular way, I think. Oh, hang on. Oh, have I fucked this? Okay, maybe it doesn't go that way. Oh, I think I know. Okay, that might go... on there? Oh! No, that's what that's for. Okay. That's what that's for. So... it's not. Wait. Oh! Like this, maybe? No? I don't understand. Honestly, I don't actually understand. Oh, maybe it is... No, maybe it is like that. Maybe it is a bit staggered, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to, like, figure out... Because, again, no instructions, right? No instructions. Oh, wait, no. Maybe that is for that, okay. Yeah, because I can't put that... Okay. I understand. So it is like that. It is like that. that bit goes on there to allow that piece to connect like that. I get it. I understand now. I am a surgeon. I'm not a surgeon. But I will keep making that joke, because it's a really stupid joke. And I love it. Okay? I love to make the joke. Alright. That's the power abilities done. And we have this. And that. And these go on. Like that. And I can even give him his regular hair or this. So, which way can I go? So on the website, this is listed as Broly, but I don't think it is Broly. I think this is Bardock, but I could be wrong. So it is a bit weird, his headpiece. There we go. There we go. That's why. Yeah, it didn't actually cover the back. That's weird. He actually doesn't cover the back half of his head, so he has a dual-faced head, but you can still see his other side of his head underneath. That's a weird one. But it also comes with a spare, actually one-sided head, so I might actually use the one-sided head instead. That might actually be why. With the Super Saiyan colored hair instead. Oh, goodness sake. Dropsies! Dropsies everywhere, dropsies. Butterfingers. And that is broken off. So I might use that instead. With his regular hair, though. Preferably. For goodness sake. Sorry, it is way too warm today, so I'm more irritable than usual? Yeah, more irritable than usual. Like, a lot more irritable. Because it's just straight up... Oh, I guess no, because his eyebrows are staying there, so maybe I do have to use this edge. Which is somewhat annoying. Okay, I guess I'll just have to grin and bear it with a headpiece. A hairpiece like that. But again, he has printing all the way around. All the way around, like... It is very well printed. I guess the spare head might go with the Dragon Ball, which is the number 6, which I didn't need, but fair enough. At some point I'm going to start running out of Dragon Ball Z characters to pick up, and I'm still not going to have enough Dragon Balls. Right, let's go to the next thing, and then we'll finish off with the funny thing at the end. So this is a set of animals. So we have an eagle, which might not be accurate for Japan. An owl, which I think might be... I'm not sure it's a Friends owl. Don't know what theme that's from. Might be Harry Potter. But an owl is a bird. You know, like my birds. I literally made a magic deck full of birds. Ah, they do have printing, damn it. A parrot. Look at the parrot, the classic style parrot. Again, I went for these because quantity for very low price. And birds, am I right? Birds, oh sorry, there's Broly's, or possibly Bardock's armor piece, which I'll put back on. A sort of phoenix, or possibly a cardinal. I think it's like the phoenix from Harry Potter, one of the Dumbledores, but it could be used as a cardinal or some similar type of bird. A tiny bird, which was kind of the same one as the Lego Friends set. Another yellow parrot, or possibly it's a budgie. One of those, but in the phoenix, but in brown, so it might be like a sparrowhawk or something. Another tiny bird. And these, which I couldn't see the printing on them, but they are seagulls. I might try and get the printing off, so they can be geese. Because we want geese. Many geese. And there's a couple of those. Just birds. Just bird things. Birds. Boobs. But, Bardock's armor back on.
Because I don't think Broly... I can't remember, because Broly had... When Broly goes Saiyan, I think his hair goes green, not regular yellow, but that might be from a different series, maybe. So that was from the same set, as you can tell by the power build things. From the same set as that Broly was from. So I'm not sure, genuinely. I genuinely don't fucking... But we have... So these are all individually bagged, and there's 16 of these. So, I'm gonna jump cut, and we'll get... So, looks a bit sus, don't you think? A bit sus! Like, so I think there's like 2 per bag. So I think it's like the idea of it's a battle set, so you have them battle each other, which doesn't really make sense given the theme, but, you know, sure. And these are actually smaller than the one that I picked up from the Carpoot sale a long time ago, which is interesting. That they're actually properly scaled compared to the big chunky boy that I have. I think his... so that actually does not fit. Okay, just about does. And some of these guys have arms, which is weird, because I don't remember them having arms. Unless maybe they're the imposters. Oh, okay, there we go. That's an interesting mechanic, so you can kind of have their mouths open and closed. So the imposters do that whole, like, there's one animation where they go like that, with the tongue out, like a frog or something. The arms are just like the bones from, like, the skeletons, which is an interesting choice. I will always take bones in weird colors, though, for skeletons. Of oddly colored skeletons, everybody. So this somehow goes on over the top of this, right? For goodness sake. Oh, for goodness sake, Robert. Maybe it goes anywhere else. No, that wouldn't make sense, would it? Or maybe it does. No? What do you mean? Oh no, it does go on this way around, must do, right? Yes. So its backpack goes on like that, so I'm going to lift the backpack up and down, so I actually put the backpack on the other one, I think. Oh no, I didn't. It was just a bit skewy. There we go. There's a stud for some reason. Oh, Bim has to go on his hat, because I don't think his hat will fit on normally. Nope. So here's a yellow version of like a postman's hat, which I think might have been done in Lego before, but that hat. It would have been nice if these were like properly molded to fit the head, so you don't need to put stud there, but you know, I'll take it. That's 2. An orange and a grey crewmate. They don't really stand very well, but at least they have, like, decent leggies. They have, like, no posability, but that's fine. We still have them milling about here for now. I really want to invest in, like, a mini pair of scissors. I've got a pair of scissors somewhere, but, like, a miniature one. For videos like this. Come on, you all gotta go out the tiny hole, because I can't make this hole any bigger. Don't quote me on that. There we go. His pants are on. Well, legs. Uh-oh. No, 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 don't fall. Not falling. No falling. No fall. You're not fall guys, you are sus guys. You're supposed to be sus, not fall. This guy also has arms, which again is strange. But I'll accept that they have arms. These feel a bit cheaper, like you can see like obvious mold lines. Like, on the arms and stuff. So I appreciate it's really hard to see. You can see, like, on his arm, his upper arm here, but you know, that arm. You can kind of see that it has mold lines and stuff. And where it's been clipped off, which is fine. It's just a bit slightly savage. I take it he's the one with a hat on. And he gets a gun. which is just funny. Just to get the shred of gun. Or one of them can have the gun. But I'd give it to the brown guy who looks like I'm the sheriff of these here parts, but I'm more like a builder, I guess. This guy gets one of those, like, mohawks. I think it's supposed to be like the similar mohawk, but it's like the knight's, like, fluffy back bit. It's a helmet. That's cool. 2 more lads. We appreciate many lads here. Lads are appreciated. Yeah, I think you get, like, in each sort of section, you get one with arms, one with not. We have another orangey boy. Well, this one has arms. And has printing, too. Yeah. Interesting. I think it's like £4 for like £4.50 odd for all 16 of these. It's the set, which is pretty nice. This one didn't come with any kind of stuff to put the hat on anybody though. Which, oh no, it did. It comes with an orange stuff. I just couldn't see it at first. Oh, this one has some really bad mold work. No one was really badly molded. Had like a piece of brown plastic coming off of it. And it feels a bit looser, which actually might be a good thing in this instance. So you can actually pose it properly. It doesn't feel quite so stiff. There we go. It is weird to me that the backpack just kind of like does things. Okay, that's weird. Oh, I guess it's like, oh, okay. So maybe the batarang thing doesn't. Yeah, so there's a batarang that goes on the guy's head. That's a weird one. That's an odd inclusion, but sure. I don't know what hat that's supposed to represent, or they just pick a bunch of random things to make hats of. But this guy is the postman, who has like that classic Indiana Jones style of scimitar sword, or the orc. I think it was used. No, it was more the orc. It wasn't the orc / Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings. These baggies are really hard to open. They're like really stiff. Weird how, compared to the other minifigs, the bags here are actually made of stronger stuff than those bags. Which is actually a detriment, because they're really hard to open. But, well, the printing on these, for something cheap, is actually really good, though. I'm actually surprised about the printing quality. Still. They have little tags. Let me get this one off. Yeah, they have little mold lines and stuff, but thank goodness for Warhammer clippers, huh? Sometimes the little, like, manufacturing tags are a little too obvious, and I might have to, like, grind them down, maybe. It's not on the printing, though, thankfully, so I don't mind terribly. Alright, this guy has a hat. I think. Yeah, it seems like the ones with arms have these types of hats. He has, like, a beret. Is it supposed to be the other way around? No, it's supposed to be like that, because the beret goes, like, a little inside. He has a beret, which is cool and military-like. I actually like that kind of idea. And he actually gets a batarang to use as a weapon. Rather than being stuck in the other guy's head, I guess. And then this gray guy. So the little one's actually, so the crewmate type, I guess, has no weapons and has no arms or printing. And then the guys that are the imposters have the extra printing, which is a weird one. That's an odd one, isn't it? And I like how each one has an imposter type. There's like one imposter to one crewmate, one imposter, one crewmate, one imposter, one crewmate. Even though all of them can kind of like open their heads. Although that might be to make them easier to like take apart, so you can kind of have like, I think, yeah, so you can put like a bone in there, right? So you can have when they're dead, they have like and there's a bone coming out. I'm surprised none of them actually came with bones to put in there, the crewmate ones. Because that would seem like an obvious inclusion for crewmates. This guy also has a construction helmet, which seems a bit of an odd choice. Although maybe he's like builder or something. He also has a gun. He gets the same kind of gun as the other one. And this red one gets a little carrot top style piece. Which is supposed to sort of go inside his head, I think. But it's a bit too the head. Yes, that's stressed that quite a bit. There we go. But it's supposed to go in there for his head. Because he's like a tomato or something. He's a tomato. I don't know. I think that you get like one of each canon color, I think. Oh, I guess maybe I'm supposed to use... Okay, I'm supposed to actually do that, I guess. I'm actually supposed to... Not rather doing that, I'm supposed to do that and pull the halves open. That would make more sense, actually. That is more intelligent than what I was doing. It's also weird how the crewmates go together much easier than the imposters. Not just because of parts, but also, yeah, another guy that has another stick for his head. Seems like a boring choice to just do that all the time. That's like the third one that has that. Give these guys more hats. Give some of the non-sus ones cool hats too. Like the Stetson, which is pretty fucking cool, actually. I'm the sheriff of these parts. See, he should have the gun. He should have the other guy's gun. I might replace his sword. He has a katana, which is just gray. I might replace that with the gun, because if anyone should get the gun, it's the fucking cowboy, baby. Although maybe I could do him as Rising Zan. He gets a sword for now. I'll probably swap that over later. Okay, yeah, now I'm doing it the right way. These are actually way easier to open even than the other ones, I think. So, yeah, it looks like you get one crewmate of each color and one imposter of each color by the looks of things. Which is a good idea, actually. So this one has backpack, orange, I guess like a weird kind of hat idea there, and a sai kind of thing in gray. That's cool weapon choice. And the yellow grenade. You get sort of one of these war pin style pieces, which actually is a useful piece, actually. That's a very useful piece. And that also fits in a lot better, actually. And the other one, it's like a plumbob type thing, which you might be able to even use as a ball joint, maybe. And the last one I'm going to open the wrong way because I'm an idiot. You forget things. There we go. Yeah, so I think there is 8 colors, isn't there? There is 8 colors. Although this is the only green one. That's a weird one. It's the only green void. That's weird. So we might have 3 of one color, maybe? Unless I'm... 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16. Okay, yeah, so I guess we only have 1 green. That's an odd one. But we don't have any that are more than... So we only have 1 red as well. We only have 1 red. So I guess there's more than 8 colors then, I guess. As evidenced by this. We'll count the colors in a second. We will count them in a second. This guy gets a crossbow, which is again weird because he has like suit pants on. And since inside the minifigure he can't really hold a crossbow He also has like an outlaw's hat. And this guy gets one of those sort of bike pin stuff you put the hand style things on. Like, I guess for him it's a propeller, right? It's a propeller hat type piece. Spin around probably. But you can also, like, literally have him be yeeted by the green guy. Just, this bitch empty. Yeet! Yeet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is 8 colors. There's 9. 9 colors. So who also doesn't have a dupe color? Blue. Yeah, so it's red. So red and green don't have a dupe color. Because there was only 16 in the pack. So they don't have a dupe. Realistically, it should have just been 18 then, if there's 9 colors, but never mind. To get 2 of each color. But yeah, a bunch of slabs. I think these are cute. These are probably going to be dotted around the city, especially as the city gets bigger. We'll have more of them. Sort of do the Among Us challenge. Find all the lads. Yeah, I can just make this more one go away a bit more. Not really. Kind of. It's just a bit crazy. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Otherwise, you will get eaten by the sus imposter. And yeah, I should see you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now, everybody. Stay goosed, everybody. Fun.